Part 3, Directions. You will hear 10 conversations between two people. For each conversation, read the 3 questions and the 4 answer choices that follow each question. Select the most appropriate answer. Mark your answer by clicking A, B, C, or D. You will hear each conversation only once. Questions 41 through 43 refer to the following conversation.
There's an item on your expense account claim form that I don't understand. This one, it's for what you call an essential item?
Yes, that's right. That's for a suitcase I bought for the trade fair in September. I had so many handouts and brochures for my presentation, I couldn't fit them all in the bag we normally use, so I needed another one.
I see. Well, I have a list of what the company considers essential items. Things like safety helmets and high-visibility jackets are on the list, but a new suitcase is not. I'm afraid I can't accept it.
41. What is the problem? 42. Why does the man say he needed another bag? 43. What does the woman decide to do? Questions 44 through 46 refer to the following conversation.
Do you think you could sell this picture for me? It's signed at the bottom. You'll probably recognize the name. I know it's genuine because the artist was my brother.
Yes, I certainly do recognize the signature, ma'am. This is a fine self-portrait, a good example of your brother's work.
Personally, I'd rather have a nice landscape or a picture of the seaside, something that's easy to understand. In my opinion, an 8-year-old child could do better. It upsets me to look at it. I mean, why does he look so angry?
The market value of his paintings has gone sky high since his death, ma'am. So obviously not everyone feels the same way. I'm sure I'll be able to get a very good price for this one in the auction next week.
44. Who is the woman's brother? 45. What is the subject of the painting? 46. Why does the woman want to sell the painting? Questions 47 through 49 refer to the following conversation.
It's going to be an easy flight. It's a short haul. The aircraft will be just under half full, and we'll only be serving a snack. The downside is that the captain says we have to expect some turbulence.
Apparently there'll be no children on board, but we will have a passenger with special needs, Mrs. Taylor, in seat 22B. She's blind, and someone from the meet and greet service will bring her to the aircraft. I'll be responsible for her. Will you be covering first-class passengers, as usual?
Actually, we won't have anyone in first class, so I'll be able to help you out in the economy cabin. When we get to Ottawa, the turnaround time is 2 hours, and within that time, I'll need to restock the catering. You restock the bathrooms. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine. Oh, and on the way back, can you take responsibility for immigration cards, and I'll handle the duty-free shop?
47. What is the man's occupation? 48. When does this conversation take place? 49. What will the woman do during the first flight? Questions 50 through 52 refer to the following conversation.
I want a desk here by the window and some nice plants.
And what about the color scheme? Do you have any strong preferences?
I want to avoid anything too loud. Bold colors are not my style. Cream and gray are nice, safe colors, so I think I'll go for gray walls and a cream ceiling. How do you think that would look? Too cold?
Grey's okay. It's certainly safe. But do you want safe? No, you want an active, motivating environment, don't you? Grey and cream are the colours of institutions, like government buildings. You, on the other hand, need the warmth, inspiration, and energy that red brings to a room. Why don't you go for grey walls, but with a splash of something bright here and there?
50. What are the speakers discussing? 51. What does the woman want to avoid? 52. What does the man recommend? 53 through 55 refer to the following conversation.
What's the matter? You look like you've heard some bad news. Oh, that's right. Now I remember. You get the decision from the promotion board today, don't you? Has it come?
Yes, I got an email this morning, but it's not what I expected. I knew already that I had made a complete mess of the presentation, but I did think that the interview had gone well. Obviously, I was wrong because I failed the whole thing.
It's a very tough selection process, but they do it every year, and you can try again if you really want a managerial position. Next time you can be better prepared.
You know, I don't really care anymore. I'm not sure I want a high-powered job. There are advantages to being at this level. There's no pressure, and when I go home I can just switch off from work. Maybe it's not such bad news after all.
53. What news did the man receive? 54. What does the woman advise the man to do? 55. What will the man do? Questions 56 through 58 refer to the following conversation.
2 days ago I received this letter asking me to make an appointment to see you. But I don't know why, and it's been worrying me a lot. I guess you have the result of the blood tests I had a month ago. Is it bad news?
No. Your blood tests were all fine, and there's absolutely nothing to worry about. I don't understand this either. Let me look at the letter.
Here it is. So you're saying there's been a mistake and there's nothing wrong? What a relief.
Aha, now I see. This letter's not actually for you. It's for another patient with the same name, but it was sent to your address. I'm really sorry it's made you anxious. It's an error in our database. I'll change it right away.
56. Why was the man concerned? 57. What mistake has been made? 58. What will the woman do next? Questions 59 through 61 refer to the following conversation.
I've had my computer for about 10 years, and now things are starting to go wrong with it. When I switch it on, everything's fine for about 15 minutes, but then the screen starts to get smaller and smaller until it's nothing more than a white dot. Someone told me that the problem's with the motherboard, whatever that is. Do you have one?
Sorry, but we don't stock parts, and we don't do repairs. It's very hard these days to find spare parts for old models like yours. If you can find a second-hand one, you could trade the parts, but I don't recommend it.
Are you going to try and sell me an expensive new machine that I will never be able to understand?
Well, from what you say, it does sound like it's time to wave goodbye to your old machine. So, if you're interested, we have one on special offer. High spec, big memory, very fast, and very user-friendly.
59. What is the problem with the woman's computer? 60. What does the woman ask for? (61) What does the man recommend the woman do? Questions 62 through 64 refer to the following conversation.
I hope you've enjoyed your stay with us. Has everything been to your satisfaction?
I have no complaints at all, thank you. There's just one thing, though, before I check out. I'd like to thank one of your housekeepers personally. She was really helpful, and I want to give her a tip. Where is she? I haven't seen her this morning. Georgette was the name on her badge.
Oh, Georgette. She's not in until this afternoon. Anyway, I'm afraid we aren't allowed to accept tips here. I'll mention it to the manager, though. We have an Employee of the Month award, so I'm sure she'll be considered for that. Would you mind filling out this customer satisfaction survey? You can print her name there at the top.
Oh yes, I see. No problem. I'll do that right away.
Number 62. What does the man want to do? 63. Why is Georgette not at the hotel? 64. What does the woman ask the man to do? Questions 65 through 67 refer to the following conversation.
Well, Act 1 is over. So, what do you think of the opera so far? The lead male singer is very talented. Don't you agree?
I'm not enjoying it at all, I'm afraid. I think I must have the worst seat in the theater. It's way up in the back of the upper circle, and there's a pillar right in front of me, so I can't see the stage properly. I can't hear the singers very well either, and I don't know what's happening on stage.
That's a shame, because you're missing something quite special. The lead singer is an understudy who had to stand in at the last minute. Apparently, this is the first time he's performed the role. I don't know his name, but I think tonight a star is being born.
You do make it sound exciting. I just wish I had spent more and got a better seat.
65. When does this conversation take place? 66. Why isn't the woman enjoying the opera? 67. What does the man say about the lead male singer? Questions 68 through 70 refer to the following conversation.
Hello, I'd like to send these letters and also change $1,000 into yen. Can you check today's exchange rate first, please?
Sure. I'll just weigh this for you first. That'll be $15.60. Okay, now let me see about your dollars. It's been dropping steadily for the past 3 weeks, you know. Today let me see, it's 78 yen.
Oh, that's very low. Perhaps I'll leave it. I'm not flying for a couple of weeks, so I don't need to change any money yet. I think I'll come back another day when the exchange rate is better.
That may be the best thing to do. We have the best rates in town, so there's no point trying someplace else. They say it should maybe start going up again, but you can never really be sure about the money markets, though.
68. Where does this conversation take place? 69. What does the man want to do? 70. What does the man decide to do?